alien invasions to time travel. The abstract is the whisper of the cosmos, a realm where thoughts meld with emotion.
Yo, what's up, people? How's it going? Welcome back to another stream. Let's keep the energy high and let's quickly dive back into the charts. Okay, the chat window doesn't seem to work. Let's figure that out later, but let's look at the charts for now. Looking at BTC on near time frame, we can see that we had these zones marked out in the previous stream. This was posted inside Connect for the community that me and Tony are running, and this alpha was given to them when the price was trading inside this H4 imbalance right here. We can see that we had a sweep of this level, and then we had like a good, I guess, around 3% move right from the sweep of this low, and again, looking at the swing low to swing high, you can see that the OTE level is around here, and we had one reaction over here, which is again decent enough reaction, I guess around 3% once again, and then we dropped here, and we are looking at another clean reaction once again from this level, but the overall bias remains extremely bearish. You can see we had no change in structure, right? We've just continued straight down, so I'll be cautious looking for longs because it'll be heavily counter trend over here. So yeah, unless if it's scalp longs, looking for swing setups here is clearly a risk, right? Because we have no structure shift on H4 or even on H1 per se. So let's look at BTC on 15 minutes or even 5 minutes. Check if we have any trades to take. The 9:30 a.m. open offered a really clean move, right? So let's just rewind the chart, right? Let's go back to 8 a.m. and if the volume profile loads, it'll be nice. So we can see that we've had a daily low here, right? This is the low, and great. I think the chat box is working right now. It's awesome. But you can see at 8 a.m. here we have a daily low here, right? And we have the daily the value area low over here as well. So you can expect a pretty much sweep of this daily low and the daily value area low here. And once we sweep it, we could be looking for longs technically, right? At least a scalp long till this daily VWAP here. What did we do? Yeah, you can see that we swept the daily low. We got back into the range again, right? The value area low, we came back up again and this became a support. And yeah, I think 9:30 opened again, right? Opened kind of bearish, and then we can see the reversal again, the classic New York open reversal. And then yeah, we kind of took the value area high and we're kind of rejecting over here. But this would have been a really clean setup if we were trading New York today. But yeah, having clean reactions on New York is rare right now because the New York sessions are often very messy lately. That's why I chose a time where I'm trading 1 hour post the open, so I get pretty much the safe sort of price action, and then we can execute more higher probability setups. Let's catch back on the chat. Volta is here. Good to see you, man. Yep. Sunny is here. Let's go. Let's fucking go. He's a first time chatter as well. Guys, consider to follow. You can see a button below. It'll just say to follow, and if you do, it's just free and you'll get notifications whenever I trade, whenever I go online. So make sure to follow. There has to be a cool animation if you guys follow. It'll be in the top left. Yeah, I think this imbalance over here looks like a pretty solid imbalance that is being created for a move up, right? So I think once we sweep back into this is also where we have the daily VWAP right around here. So possibly just a deviation here, and then we can just sweep this imbalance and then go up to daily high. That would be good RR, I think. Let's just check how much it is. Yeah, that's a solid 2-hour setup. Exactly 2 hour. So let's see if we get the fill. we've had a lower time frame structure shift, right? This is the structure shift, and let's go to 1 hour. Mark out this imbalance over here. C1 default. Yeah, the setup looks pretty perfect. Around the 0.5, ideally I would like an entry around 0.5 or even between 0.5 to, yeah, or even from 0.5 to 0.62. But there is daily VWAP here, and I already feel that my entry is pretty safe, right? It's below the daily VWAP, and we could just possibly just come here and do this, front run the entry and go up again. But as we did in the last stream, we only trade high probability setups, so I would rather wait for this entry and get it, right? So if we do get it, then I think 275 will be the entry, and then 62, let's keep rounded up to 420, and then yeah, we can just have 65k as the take profit. That'll be perfect. Patience pays, yeah, for sure. And especially after looking at the win, right? We had a really solid setup. We waited for the setup to form. We waited for nearly 15 or 30 minutes, I think. But we did end the stream on a win, so that's definitely something, right? So patience definitely pays. Let me just put this in a text, so for people joining new, they know what they're looking at. Looking to long this setup, waiting for the limits. I think we might get it. Yeah, the H1 closes in an hour, and the next H1 which forms might be manipulation into this level, right? And then we can see the next H4 just expanding and go up. Like last time, we might not see a live close perhaps, because I think it might take a bit longer to play out, but we might have the entry this stream for sure. Go Sunny. So Sunny is in-house Forex expert at Connect, and he came in just trading gold, and he looked at other traders trading crypto and other pairs. So now he's looking into trading crypto, and I think he's now trying to trade Bitcoin to start with, and probably he might venture into altcoins. Yeah, Sunny is a gold king for sure. His TJL zones are goated. Let's look at Ethereum. Yeah, we are still trading in this high time frame liquidity zone here. I think Volta had entry from here on the last nuke, and I think he closed it somewhere around here. But yeah, ETH looks very bad. Unless you are scalping on extremely low time frame, I'd say M15, or even that's pretty much high. I think if if you're trading at maybe a 5-minute chart or even lower, then yeah, you can trade Ethereum. But if you're trading anything above that which is in like the borderline of a swing setup, then I would definitely not be trading ETH, because yeah, there's no expansion anywhere, and the price is just stuck here. It's not doing anything, just controlled sell over here. So if you're looking for another position, maybe consider a sweep of this into a sweep of this, right? This is this low over here. We can maybe potentially have a good sweep into this imbalance before the next move higher. This move here, and then potentially higher, so that will be around 1700. But if you're looking for high probability plays, then I would definitely avoid ETH, because they're just one side winning, right? And that even one side is not being considered enough to give good optimal entries. You can see it's just pushing down and down and down. So unless if you're catching a momentum move on lower time frame, let's say you enter here and then you exit here, that's probably best. But if you're looking for entries anywhere in like even 1 hour, it's kind of tricky. BCH was one which we charted in the previous stream. Yeah. So this was a good level that we were looking to long. Right, we did hit that level, but there was no buyback whatsoever. You can see this was the clean H4 imbalance, and this was the previous range highs, right? These are the previous range highs, and I expected some sort of a bullish momentum from here. We had even the alerts set there. Yeah, you can see the BCH alerts were set there at 535. But yeah, we had no decent reaction and we didn't take this trade. But right now, let's extend this value area. If you just see this, let's go into H4 itself. We have another clean imbalance here where we are trading into it, right? And yeah, looks like there's no reaction once again. So you can expect for sure another sweep of possibly this body over here, or even this low perhaps, right? If BTC doesn't move up, we can definitely see a sweep of 420. Yeah, I think this setup was pretty clean, but I think most of them were pretty dumb to not wait before entering. They just blindly entered, I guess. Yeah, this sell-off is definitely all of them making bags and just exiting the market. Definitely drugged some followers cash for sure here. Hype is another one. Yeah, we had this level marked again in the previous stream. Looks like we are having some sort of a decent reaction from here. So this was the, I think, another daily breaker. Yeah, not the best of breakers, but yeah, some sort of a decent breaker here. And then you can see that we did sweep, and then we're having a good reaction on the daily. But this is nowhere enough to look for longs on hype just yet. I think we could see potentially equal lows. Okay, not equal lows. So that 50. Yeah. The 0.5 pushing up, so definitely this looks interesting. If BTC holds its fort, I think we can look at hype for some longs. Let me just put this back. Yeah, just everyone jumps in, and that's the perfect exit liquidity for all the KOLs pushing it. So if anyone is shilling anything, I mean, if they have a fixed stop loss and a take profit, and they share like a actual trade, then yeah, you can definitely trust those traders because they have an exit plan and they're not trying to nuke you. But if they're just blindly saying you to buy something, then yeah, definitely be cautious trading that shit, because most probably it is one of their scam projects, and yeah, they just want to look for exits. So this was one of the coin that I was trading as well on Bitunix. It's called Orca, and I'm just scalping some lower time frame shit on this, and I was trading this as well. It's called Recall USDT. Yeah, I was trading this move up and this move down. Let me know if you guys are interested for me to just sit on stream and scalp. Right, I do pretty much good on extremely lower time frames, and yeah, I do some pretty crazy scalps here. So if you guys are interested, do let me know. Right, we can definitely sit and scalp on M1, entry exit, entry exit, entry exit, and we can try to grow our accounts. That'd be pretty anything. Oh yeah. Funding rates for sure. So we have a bot in Connect, which pretty much scans the entire market and looks for positive funding. And what that means is the shorts or the longs pay for the other side. So let's say if you're in a trade and if you have like, let's say 1 or 2% funding, that means you get 2% back for free, right? And that's pretty nifty. And Tony printed 1K, and I think I did about, I don't know, $7 or something. I just sent it in Connect, and I sort of explained how I did that in another stream. But yeah, that's a pretty nifty thing to do. And we have a bot for this. If you just click on a button, it'll just show you that the funding rates of top positive and negative coins. Let's look at gold and silver. This was a trade from yesterday. We had really good win with the bot. These are the results. So this was the call that was provided by the bot. This was entry 69.96. TP is 98.61. Welcome. Thank you for the follow, Alex. And stop loss is 5141.31. Right, this was the stop loss, and yeah, this was a very quick take profit. And of course, Tony was the one to jump in, and she made crazy money there. So these bots, again, we have it in Connect, right? It's completely free of cost. This sends trades only from 9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. New York Standard Time, that is UTC -5. So if you guys want to tune into these bot trades, you just have to stay active for 30 minutes in a day. So I think that's the least you guys can do, right, for printing money. Yes, I print. Yep. It just catches these momentums and just prints, and just easy 1 hour. Right? It's not complicating with 2 hour or something else, but just easy. And another trade, it just prints another one, and yeah, it just goes. Today we had a euro trade, not a gold one. Yeah, just stay out of market for now. I think this chop was pretty bad for this, so maybe just stayed out. But yeah, the bot is pretty smart. I would say it knows when to stay out, when to trade, when to exit. Yeah, it's pretty smart. So let's look at gold on higher time frame. Since your dark boards are not blinding you guys. So we're looking at the 1 day. Yeah, it looks like a clean sweep. This was a wickless candle that I think we caught the move yesterday. And yeah, we swept the high and then we swept the low. So I think the CRT range is done. Right? We swept the high and we swept the low. So the previous day liquidity is done. And we did sweep into the daily fair value gap here. So it looks pretty bullish for continuation on the weekly side. And we are bullish for now. Let's drop down to H4. Again, H4 fair value gap fulfill. Right, we are kind of creating another bearish fair value gap here. Creating a bearish fair value gap. And this fair value gap will be confirmed in 3 hours, but I don't think it will be this big of a gap. Maybe we could go close up and close another one, but we clearly have a good bearish balance here. On H1 it's even bigger. Yeah, I'd say gold looks good for longs until this level, and then we can potentially look for short setups. Looks like BTC doesn't want to give us any entry. Let's wait for a couple more minutes before discussing the new plans. But yeah, gold looks good for a decent continuation move up. But the main question is, how would you trade it to this level? Perhaps you can keep 10 AM low as perhaps you can do this. But again, do you guys want to hold the trade all the way till the entire sweep, or would you like to close it here? Right, if you close it at this level, it'll be around 1.3 hour, and that might not be the strongest per se if your profitability requires more RR, but yeah, you could look into setups like this. Just a clean continuation setup to target the upside and even potentially higher right before you back down or even continuation up. Let's see what Bitcoin is doing. Looks like a dead cat bounce. Not sure from where it bounced though. Let's see. Not even 50%. 50% was over here, I think, for this 10th of October wick. Not even there. Not sure where this bounced from. Yeah, but this looks like a good new formation here. Yeah, they've kind of made sure that there is no any liquidity left behind, right? There's no imbalances left behind so that we can get back into it. So whoever is doing this move up, revamping their level here is pretty smart. Yeah, so if you want to just top blast it, you can, and potentially you can look to TP your longs here, perhaps. Yeah, around this level, I would say. That is if you're already in the trade. If you're planning to enter now, I think the RR is pretty bad. This itself is 2. Current price is here somewhere, so it's 1.5. Yeah, you can definitely see it as the candles, right? They don't want to enter, they don't want to give anyone the entry here. Swapped, came here, and then ever since here they just been T-wapping above. Yeah, looks pretty manipulated to me. Controlled selling, right, and then T-wapping again. Pippin was once again yesterday. Yeah, it went pretty crazy. We didn't quite sweep this low here, right? We didn't quite sweep this low, but we had these levels here, so I guess we were looking at the right levels. So again, a good accumulation zone before we expand it again. This looks like a vertical accumulation before we took out all these longs, but now it looks like it's getting manipulated here once again. What is pumping? Is Potcoin pumping here? Yeah, it is. But again, where will you enter here, right? If you enter here, it'll just be a FOMO setup, and then you're just trying to enter late, and that could well be the top, and you can just reverse and then possibly go back up again. Yeah, GG's. Looks like we are not getting our entry. Let's see, possibly we can look for another short setup after the sweep of the daily high today at 65k. Let's remove this, I'll keep this just for having future reference of what I was looking for. But the new plan is, again, we look for shorts at the daily high here. Right, and the thing that I'm expecting for is an initial sweep, and then we come back down below, and then we sweep that high once again. Right, you sweep that high, and then you break this low, and once we have a retest of this imbalance, look for shorts over here, and then we can look for continuation down. That'll be the plan for BTC short. Let's see if the price goes up. Are you guys looking at any other coins? Anything else which looks interesting? Let's look at the scanner. good. I remember trading Steam long back. Dash Novera looks good at 8.24%. One looks good at 6.4%. Let's check what these coins are doing. All might be a good pump. Let's look into it. There's nothing here. USDT. Wow. Yeah, it is just great bullshit. Oil must be here. Let's see. Yeah, US oil is here. Clear range highs, and we're kind of stabilizing here, right? And again, we're holding this level once again. Let's drop down to lower time frames. Yeah, for sure, if you're looking at this as a range, right, and we can definitely look for plays from this range low over here to a rotation to this range highs, and the RR is pretty solid, right? It's around 4, and we already swept this low over here, right? And we had a clean delivery, so perhaps we can do another one, or we could have another sweep of this and then go up. Let's see. But if you're looking at this like a range play, this looks pretty clean to me. Yo, 100 is a swing setup target. But yeah, if you're looking for just rotation play, quick scalp, then yeah, I think 4 hours is good enough. TTP. What is mine? Yeah. Do you see something at 70? Yeah. There are some highs here. Yeah, usually you can see that we have not that much move at the 9:30 and 10 a.m. open, right? You can see this just chop, and 1 hour after the open is done, you can see that the expansion happens, right? That's been the case for pretty much the entire last quarter. Yeah, you can see again here, right? 9:30 to 10 a.m. we have no movement at all. And after 1 hour, we have a clean sweep and then continuation down. Once again here, 9 to 10, we have not much displacement. And after that, yeah, you can see we have an expansive move. The New York Opens lately have been very, very messy. Right, this was, I think, because of the Trump FUD. So fuck that. Yeah, you can again see here 9:30 to 10 a.m. We've just been chopped around in a range, and after the range has been done, we've expanded again. Right, so looking at the history again, you can see 9 to 10 a.m. is chop chop chop, and after that we've had an expansion here. Right, so that's why I chose a slot which is 1 hour after New York Open. But again, today we've had an expensive move at 9:30 here. Just took a small water break. Now we are back. Yeah, I think she's big on feeding ducks. But lately, I don't think they are out because of the cold and the chill. We haven't gotten many photos lately. Look at ETH. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, man. It just makes me fucking depressed. Yeah, there's pretty much no buyer's momentum whatsoever. I think it'll be the same if you open the ETH BTC chart. Yeah, just straight down. If you are looking to trade altcoins, then definitely Hype. I think Zcash. Again, no follow up. I think Hype and Fartcoin, Pippin. These are some of the good ones, and you can even trade XRP. I feel this at least has some positive momentum here and there, but ETH is literally dead. It looks weaker than XRP. Mating season. Okay, I didn't know about that. I don't know shit about ducks. Let's check out MMT. Let's get switching to MMT here. MMT. stream. Yeah, there we have MMT here. Let's see what we are cooking up on order flow. We have good liquidity stack at 65,500. So that's where I think we are looking for our short entry. That's a good confidence to have. The net longs are opening more, but short looks much more dominant here. You can see from the same level here, the shorts are a lot more shorts are open than longs here, right? So I think shorts are still more favorable. It's just that I think they are willing to push the price just high enough to short back down again. But let's see how the CBDs look. On 15 minutes, yeah, spot and ups are buying here. Open interest is kind of dipping. But again, the only thing which stands out like a sore thumb is the shorts are much more than longs, right? So I think what they're doing is setting up a giant trap for the longs to open up here, only to nuke back down and possibly take out this low here around I think sub 60k. Made to trade only BTC. Yeah, I think that's a good move, because it doesn't make any sense trading any other altcoins, right? I mean, you can definitely trade them on M5, M15 at max, but if you are looking for some high probability plays, then I think BTC is giving you enough moves. You can see right here, this is about 6.5% move, around $4,500 move. So yeah, BTC, when BTC is doing this, I think you can pretty much be happy trading this alone. And when BTC is just ranging, then you can definitely range scalp BTC and also trade some altcoins for fun. But this is definitely not the place to trade altcoins, I feel. We're definitely hitting some clusters of sell orders here. Is there anything at 65? Yeah, we have some waiting at 65. There's a poor low at 64,950. This was expected as well. I think this was the take profit for our longs, if we do have it. I don't think we are getting it now. And this POC was again our entry for the long. We did all of this without looking at MMT. So it just goes to show that the order flow and whatever technique everyone is using is all the same at the end of the day. It's just disguised in different forms, that's about it. But yeah, this would have been a clean long. We entry over here, we exit over here, and then we look for entries for short over here. It would have been pretty clean, but yeah, we didn't get it. Get back to trading view, and let's see what else we have. Yeah, I think Tony is in. Yeah, she is up pretty good now. This looks like a clean range play from range lows to range highs. Niba's into let's go. Yeah, I hope none of you all top long Partcoin here. This move was clearly a setup, right? And at least wait for it to come to a discounted range. So at least to 0.1435, and then you can look for longs, but don't ever top long. If you miss out an entry, it's better to stay out and then wait for your entries rather than jump in and do it. BTC dominance, let's get it. I think BTC dominance is still, yeah. So as I always tell you guys that I don't trade BTC dominance like everyone else. I have something like this called as key levels, where these are marked by myself, and you can see that we took support here, we rejected from here, again kind of a rejection from here, again the same level, support once again. The 50% is kind of crucial for me. The same case over here, right? A lot of trading here, support here, resistance, and then turn into a support, and then support once again, right? And then the same case over here as well. Looks like we are sort of rejecting from this level, right? Just zoom in a bit. You can see that we are rejecting from here, dropping down to lower time frame. Yeah, looks like a clear rejection from 60.04%, but if anything, I think we have good trading volume in this region, around 58%. So yeah, I think we could see a potential drop down below, sweep this low, right? A potential drop to this low. This is when I think BTC might be trading below sub 60k, right? And then we could see like an accumulation of BTC, and then we could go up above. And once we are above, when we're trending above this 60% and we're ranging sort of here, we can expect some altcoins to go up. Slowly dying BTC dominance, and we can see altcoins go up, like a rotation from total to total 3 perhaps. I wouldn't say total 2 because Ethereum is in it, so yeah, total 3. Do you guys have any other questions that you guys are looking into? Anything else you guys wanna? You guys wanna learn or see? By the way, not sure how many of you all are new here, but we have something called one-to-one inside Connect, where you guys can open a ticket and then book a one-to-one session with one of our analysts or talents, right? And then they'll hop on a call on a given time, and you guys can discuss about trading strategies or any doubts that you have, or if you want any clarifications on any of the styles or strategies or whatever, or risk management, trading psychology, pretty much anything, right? You guys just open a ticket and then we'll take care of it. It's completely free of cost. There's no membership or anything which is required. There's no like minimum volume or whatever is required. Just completely free of cost that we're doing, just to make you all into better traders. My scalping approach, you say? You mean on extremely low time frame, or let's say in a decent copyable like M1, M5? On M1, M5, I usually scalp around New York Open, right? It's because when the most momentum is. But if I see some coin just pumping recklessly, like I think Orca was one, which I think I showed at the beginning of the stream, just went crazy here, right? So here it's all about trying to find the momentum. It's all about how you can read the charts, and it comes with experience, I would say, right? And just finding the right opportunities, and you can look for longs. For example, here you can see that this was a clean sweep, and we were holding this range for pretty much a good amount of time. So when we are here, you can just open a low left long, and then you can just let it rip and move your stops to break even. But if you guys are interested, I can definitely have an exchange terminal open without any trading view bullshit, and then we can just scalp live, open and close positions, and that can be a lot of fun. Possibly next week we can do something like that. We can do that on Femex. Yeah. Just be like extremely quick M1 scalps, which I barely hold for 5-10 minutes. We make like 1 to 2 hour, or sometimes if you're lucky we'll make like 10-15 hour and we're out, and we'll be risking very less, but what we'll be making will be pretty high. That's a really interesting concept, I think, to explore, and that I think I won't be doing on BTC. One, because the size requirement is pretty high, so the fees will be eaten up really quickly. I possibly prefer it on coins with. I just open my screen. Relative something trending called ESP. Yeah, coins like this. OGN is trending as well. Check that out. This is the list. Okay, you can't see that. One sec. So ESP, DEXE. Check that out. Yeah, honestly, these are pretty easy to trade, I feel, because it doesn't move in one direction like completely, let's say, one candle after another, after another, after another. It doesn't move like this, but instead, you can see that we are moving in a range, right? Drop down below, we sweep this low. We have a good entry here. Again, we can look for longs and then ride up higher, right? Again, we sweep, go up higher, we drop again, we sweep, we ride up higher. So price action like this is much easier to trade than per se what we saw on Fartcoin. We start the launch. BTC is dumping. Yeah. If this daily high is not tagged, I think we can look for our long entries here. Let's reinstate the entries. But now I would look for a bit more deeper. Analysis here and here. There's a H1 pay value. Yeah, this is perfect. It'll be around 63,200. Wants to give us a long entry. Yeah, looks like it. So first you saw that I was a bit conservative with our entry. Our entry was pretty high over here at the top of this, but now I pulled it down because now the entry is kind of compromised and it's coming to us rather than we chasing it. So I would like a bit more of a better entry to get a little better RR. Let's look at the fibs now. Yeah, you can see that our entry is perfectly aligning with the OT levels over here. And now we can have our stop loss to here. Tighten it even more because the upward momentum that we built up is on this low. So losing this low technically means that we'll be going much deeper. So I'd rather cut my loss a bit early. So you can see that when our entry was here and our stop was here, the take profit was the same. Our RR was 2 last time. But with a bit of optimization now, we are gaining 1 extra R over here. Right? It's 3 for the setup at the moment. Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, VR is a good setup. Nice songs though. We still got like 4 minutes left. I think the search for the next playlist begins. What do we choose? Do you guys have any song suggestions? You can, I think, send a YouTube link in the chat. Even if you can't, just send the YouTube link, I can open it. But don't send anything else because we have 3 of our mods here present and they'll easily ban you. Don't try any games. Especially Tony, she's the one to watch out for. Yeah, you can just set it in the group amoeba. I can just add it. You have a YouTube video? Yeah, I think let's try to ping it for the next stream. Yeah, I think I feel it too, Tofik, because last time it happened the same way. We thought we missed the trade, but we got it eventually, and then it was a banger. Could be a replication of the same thing once again. I think we are so close to getting channel points for the stream. Once that is unlocked, we can definitely do something with songs, chart requests, voting, polling, and other fun stuff. Yes, for OnlyFans channels too. Yeah, I think I can open one. Maybe after I get my LASIK done. So this is the new
In a world of shadows,
jam that we're listening to. Put on the chat.
or just prisoners of what we think we see? Is this life we're living real or a dream? A kaleidoscope of wonder, or so it may seem. We dance on the edge of what's fake and what's true.
That's a good one.
The mystery of
I've already listened to this, I feel. It resumed from an hour. I listened to this 1 hour before. Okay, now we are playing Amoeba's video. It is sunrise set at Club Space Miami. think we did open up a few things, I would say. One is joint streaming. Stream together. So I can stream with my friends apparently. Not sure how useful that is. I'm getting so close to streaming for 4 hours in the last 30 days. I think I can complete it in 9 more minutes. Reach 10 average viewers in the last 30 days. Yeah, I'm so close to it. Reach 50 viewers at the same time. Okay. I think these are all the things that I have to do to unlock and become a community so that I can unlock some points and challenges for you guys. Yeah, that'll be extremely good. So I can become an affiliate now. I think I am getting close to becoming an affiliate. Let's just see. So this is the requirement to become an affiliate. Reach 25 followers. We're at 13. I think it's a 17, but I think it's a bit lagging. Might refresh after the stream closes. Stream 30-day performance. Yeah, we'll stream for 7 more minutes and we'll be there. Stream on 4 different days. The second stream, I think next week by this time we should be hitting this. Yeah, this is easy as well. I think we can become an affiliate by next stream. The next week, this stream again. Next Tuesday we should be good. And to becoming a partner, I think it requires much more followers and hours. But I'm sure we'll get there very soon. One by one, eh? We'll get there pretty soon. Yep, we are streaming on Thursday, same time, 1 hour after New York Open. We are streaming the same time next week as well, Tuesday, Thursday, 1 hour after New York Open. And this will be the standard, unless of course we mention explicitly that we won't be streaming, which hopefully is not anytime soon, right? And of course you guys can join Connect, the Discord server, completely free of cost, and whatever update we are doing, and we always post our weekly streaming schedule there. Amoeba does a really good job at it, and she posts it every Sunday. So yeah, there's a link. Please join if you haven't already. Amoeba is the best, yep. She's the best community manager I've ever seen. And I've been to a lot of servers, right? I'm still in a lot of servers, and yeah, most of them just do a half-baked job. They don't do one thing. If they do one, then they don't do the other stuff. But Amoeba does everything for us. Dream team, yep. CD is dry. I don't see anyone posting anything over there except some shit posting, of course, and some losses, which again, fair play to them for posting their losses as well. But except a few people, I don't see anyone posting anything on there. And fair enough, there's not many setups forming. But yeah. Good to take late long. Yeah, I mean, for sure, because the POI that we're looking for is 65k, right? So if it sweeps 65k and then it comes back to entry, then it is not safe, because the price has nowhere else to go from here, right? It has no reason to pump back up again. But until 65k is not taken, right, our entry point is valid. Right? Think of it like a game where once the prize is filled, it has to move to a direction where, you know, it can go and fulfill some needs over here, which is the liquidity. Right? So once this daily high or this 4 high is the liquidity target for us. So all that we have to do is wait for the sweep of this. So on the wait for sweep of this, we can either take a long position, right? And then we can wait for sweep of this, or after we sweep this, we look for the short setup as mentioned earlier. So until 65k is not swept, this position is valid. Looks like MMT is lagging a bit. Not sure what's wrong there. Okay, it's back. we are kind of holding this value area high. You can see on MMT here, the POC is our entry, which I still feel is gonna be hit soon. Right, there's a massive cell absorption here, and this is our target, the OA highs, and possibly higher, right? Let's see where we are. 65,500. We have a good amount of liquidity here, but this you can see is there's no trading volume at all. So this could attract the price here, right? Once we are here, we could very well sweep 65,400 before moving back down again. Net longs are falling back down below, but shorts are closing more, which is good for our setup. Yeah, it is very slow. Yeah, the CT space is dead. There's no activity whatsoever. Yeah, good music though. Yeah, it was so good. I just forgot that it existed. That good. Check the buy and sell orders. Yeah, you can check it here. The ask 65. We have about around 20 and 19, around 40 mil here. And here our entry, which is 63 to 50. Yeah, you can see there's like a stack of entries. You can see that the buy entries are definitely more than sell entries over here, right? That definitely shows that the buyers want in here, and I think their entries have been front run a bit, and they're kind of making these lows over here, right? These lows here, so when they take it out, they can easily take all of these lows out, fill this imbalance which we've marked out, and then you can continue higher. This move up is because of this here. Someone has just market long 8 million BTC, 12 million actually. Crazy. And these are the open interest. This is the aggregated open interest for all perps. You can see it has pretty much all the exchanges here. And this is Bybit, Binance, and the DEX. Right, you can see it behaves quite differently. You can see that the DEX kind of sold off all over here, but Bybit and Binance sort of still bought some here. So there's a lot of difference between the DEX market and this central exchange markets. So that's why I have difference kind of for this. Here you can see that they're trying to sell off, but the DEX is buying back here. Yeah, mine was buggy too. I don't know what happened. I tried switching my scenes, it didn't work. I thought it was something to do with Streamlabs, but then when I just refreshed it, I just saw MMT loading. Yeah, 65,500 getting ever so strong here. my Streamlabs. I don't know, can you guys still hear me? My Streamlabs crashed all of a sudden. No, definitely not you. I can see my Twitch being live. I can't hear myself because I've muted on my side. I can see the chat and everything else working, but I can't see the car setups. Fucking weird. Yeah, I don't think I can restart it because the stream is going to restart. Let's see if I can do it online. Guess I have to quit and come back. I think it'll be really quick. 1 second. Okay, I don't think I can even quit right now. Not sure what the fuck is going wrong.